And if we keep with our search for the fauna of this peculiar place, of this home, we can find some home dogs. What are these home dogs exactly? We can actually have a look here. We have one right in front of us. This is a home dog, also called, well, it's specifically called a food dog. This is so because it relies entirely on feet for them to move around, for them to be transported. But which is most interesting is that these animals don't rely on their foot for them to move. They rely on others' foot. For example, look at this. When feet are introduced in them, they become active, they become alive. They were in this kind of hibernation state from which they come out when we stick our feet into them. In this case, my own foot, which will transport the dog to a different feeding area where he can actually ingest rest of particles of food that others may leave around, like some remains of banana and other things in this actual bin. But the problem with these dogs is that they rely to such an extent on their transporters that they may end up somewhere they don't want to. They may end up in a place like this, and then they're like, "Oh, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. Let me out, please let me out. I'm getting down. I'm guilty. Let me out. I'm claustrophobic. Come on, let me out." Okay, let's not make him suffer anymore. But we can also be nice to the doggy and bring him to mate with yet another doggy. But for that, we need yet another foot. So let's see how this works. Nature can always surprise us with these new situations that we could never think of in another context. Then we move towards a mate. This dog tries to somehow become interesting for the mate, but the mate is unable to react, unable to move, unless, as we said, we introduce yet another foot in the dog, and then the dog becomes active, and both dogs are active, and both dogs seem to like to play together, like to enjoy together, like to even mate. Oh, well, that's not our business, is it? And then they can make friends, go around, and they usually stick to couples and don't really become big groups of foot dogs. And well, that's all.